Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Goldman, and I am here to share with you about AI tools to support writing. This is part of the Tech Blitz series that we did at CEC in San Antonio, and we wanted to be sure to share them with you, whether you were able to be there, weren't able to be there, had a conflict, were there but want to learn more. So we have these short little videos for you that are going to walk you through some tools that we shared about how to integrate technology into what you're doing in the classroom. So today we're going to talk about tools to support writing. I've got 3 tools to share with you, and we're going to do a deep-ish dive into 2 of them. So the first one that we're going to look at is a tool called Emberly, and this is a great tool to support brainstorming. We know that a lot of the time getting started with writing is really, really hard for our kiddos with or without writing challenges. And so a tool like Emberly assists them in the brainstorming process. So rather than having them stare at a blank sheet of paper, waiting for that conversation to happen with a teacher, to brainstorm, Emberly helps out in this area. So here's Emberly. You're going to log in and create an account. So click New Map, and you're going to click AI Template. And we're going to write about the Revolutionary War. So we're going to say Revolutionary War. Let's see what it does. So it's going to create a map for us, and it broke it up into 4 areas. It has key figures, outcomes, causes, and effects. And if we look in closer, we can zoom in and see, oh, it's talking about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin, etc. If I click on George Washington, I can then go ahead and add a resource. So maybe I found a video on YouTube I want to use, or I found an article. I can paste that in here. I can also add notes about George Washington. I can create a learning plan for myself. I can add additional arms to my graphic organizer, so I can add a new topic. Let's do weather. I don't know, maybe the kid's really interested in, nope, I want that there. I can move things around. I can add pieces to it. So it's a pretty cool tool for that. And now you have your mind map, which may or may not be perfect, but it's a great jumping off point to then go ahead and add other things too. The other one we're going to look at is Edit GPT. There is one for drafting, basically speech to text. But with the AI component, what it does is it takes out those filler words, and it can also change the filler words. It can change the tone, which is really helpful. So this one is called ADUTOR AI. And when we link this up on the website, we will include the link, the presentation as well. So editing and revising, we have this really cool tool called Edit GPT. And what I like about it is that, yes, it corrects, it proofreads, it can help improve writing, but it shows the track changes so that a teacher then can have that meeting with the student to talk about how to make their writing better. So it doesn't just change it for the student, it actually includes them in the process. So I went to Copilot and I asked it to write an essay as if it was a 5th grader with lots of mistakes. Great way to get some sample essays. So here's my prompt, write about the Revolutionary War, and I want lots of errors. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go over to Edit GPT. Here's an old one. I'll paste it in. And I have options of how I can edit. So I'm going to ask it to improve and watch the magic happen. So it's going to go through and change things. Green is its changes. Well, that's not so great. Let's go ahead and proofread it as well. Apparently, it doesn't hate the essay. What if we ask it to rewrite it to improve clarity? Hopefully, we get some better results. There we go. So now, as a teacher, I can sit down with my student and say, okay, well, we know that Revolutionary War, we know how that it's spelled wrong. And maybe we would have a conversation here about tools to support editing, like the little red squiggly. And before you put your writing into Edit GPT, you want to make sure you have no red squigglies. And here's how you check the red squigglies. Here's some tools to check spelling and the like. And then we can have a conversation about, oh, well, the big fight, why do you think they chose major conflict? What's the difference? And you can have that conversation about the writing, giving that meaningful time between student and teacher, while taking off some of the teacher time in adjusting and providing that corrective feedback. It can really now be focused on that conversation around feedback. So those are just some tools for editing and revising that we wanted to share with you on this video version of our Tech Blitz. And I hope you come back for some more videos.